Since October, members of the State University of New York Athletic Conference Student Athlete Advisory Committee, or SUNYAC SAAC for short, have been working to raise mental health awareness among student athletes across SUNYAC institutions and make it easier for them to get the help and support they need.
That's the reason why we started doing this, just to get the message out there that it's okay to talk about this, and we're really taking the motto "Shatter the Stigma" to heart with this.
But members of some SAAC groups across different campuses and those on the SUNYAC SAAC Executive Board admit that shattering that stigma has been somewhat difficult to do.
I think it's definitely had a slow start for us. We're having some difficulties actually getting all the students on board with it.
It's a little difficult at first just because it's a very heavy topic and not a lot of athletes want to talk about their mental health. A lot of people are just uncomfortable with it, and so we're really trying to break down these barriers.
But despite some turbulence, progress has indeed been made as more people are beginning to have a conversation about the subject of mental health.
Slowly we're getting faculty ready to work with us. Everyone, I think, agrees that it's definitely an issue and something we need to address.
Now that it's been decided that it was a big deal, people are actually starting to have conversations.
The SAAC has been working at using social media campaigns, green out games, and other initiatives like Mental Health Mondays to raise mental health awareness. But here at the SUNYAC SAAC Spring Retreat in Syracuse, they found out that they may need a new strategy and approach to achieve better success. Explaining more about how to do this was Dr. Jeremy Blowers, an associate professor and coordinator of wellness and intervention services at Cayuga Community College.
Asking for help with physical injury is hard enough. Asking for help with mental health is even hard.
Blowers explained how student athletes are prone to things like depression, eating disorders, and mental health issues in general. He said initiatives the SAAC is working on, like Mental Health Mondays, may need to be rebranded differently to make it easier to break any stigmas, which athletes may think makes them look weak.
Athletes are trained to hide that what they perceive as weakness, or they don't want to talk about it. It's not something we talk about, so I'm going to hide it and I'm going to suffer in silence.
Blowers also says school counselors' hours often don't mesh well with the schedules of student athletes, another obstacle in getting help with their mental condition. He says if student athletes suffering from mental health issues don't get help, it takes its toll on the field.
What goes to your head and your mental health and your status all impacts your performance. So if you're not operating at your full potential mentally, you're not operating at your full potential physically.
SAAC members say they're now ready to make the mental health conversation even bigger across the SUNYAC to get student athletes more comfortable with the subject.
I think the biggest thing you can do is continue to spread awareness, because we have great programs and we have great resources, but that conversation isn't really going to continue to go on until people are comfortable talking about it.
When someone can feel that comfort with you, it makes it that much easier for them to open up and to truly express what they're feeling and what they're going through.
And with their unique platform as a voice for student athletes, and being student athletes themselves, this group is even more determined to shatter the stigma.
So it's kind of huge for us to have a really beneficial and impactful experience. People are inspired to go back to their campuses and do big things in working towards mental health.
We learned how to help ourselves, teammates, kind of how other people will help us, and what we can do in the future just as a community, as a campus.
Having all these schools to bond together and have one common mission is really great, and it gives us a lot of momentum going forward.
And even with some new faces coming to the executive board soon, the SAAC is confident the new board will have what it takes to continue this critical initiative.
I think the new e-board and the new SAAC reps are going to do very well next year. We have a good head on our shoulders right now.
Hopefully by next year we have a full plan in place. We're ready to go with our mental health initiative.
And I'm really excited just to finish out my tenure as president, and then I know that next year's board is really going to do awesome things.